The global markets are going through a bit of a meltdown, and some people are thinking we've officially entered a recession. Markets end the day sharply lower after a weak jobs report ignites fears of a slowing economy. After a much worse than expected jobs report Friday, the dominant emotion on Wall Street has been fear. CNN Business's Fear and Greed Index, a measure of market sentiment, fell to 26, close to extreme fear. It was in neutral territory just 1 week ago. Fears grow that Fed is too late in cutting rates as bets rise for a half-point easing at the next meeting. And the crypto markets have been taking the beating, with Bitcoin tumbling down to about 60K and a little below at the time of this video. Could we drop to 50K? What should we be aware of as crypto investors? Hello, I'm Crypto Casey and welcome to another episode of Crypto This Week. Let's explore the latest news stories affecting the markets, as well as the state of the global macro environment at large. Please be sure to check out our sponsors, Ledger, Coinbase, and Tangem. Invest in premium crypto wallets with extra security layers like Ledger Stax and Ledger Flex, available for the best discount on the market specifically for our community that comes with $10 of free Bitcoin. Get a Coinbase crypto card to stay in complete control of your spending and finances 24/7 without dealing with freezes, blocks, bank holidays, or being forced to convert your digital assets to fiat. And invest in a Tangem Wallet, the most affordable and easiest crypto wallet to set up on the market right now. Perfect for beginners and advanced users alike, to diversify our crypto among different wallets with different technology. So scroll down and use links below to redeem any special offers they have for us. Sweet. A recession indicator known as the Sahm rule has been triggered, where anything over 0.5% usually means a recession is already in play. As we can see here, the reading is above that at 0.53%. Historically, we can see every time the real-time Sahm rule recession indicator went above 0.5%, there was a recession, which is represented with these gray shaded areas. So although it's not 100% guaranteed we're in a recession, we may more likely than not be in a recession. And the market is reacting accordingly with fear. Is the market overreacting? Well, usually when the Sahm indicator is triggered, it's around the market bottom. As we've discussed over the past year, the US economy has been in a recession. It's just being identified and declared after the fact. The government, regulators, media, and the likes have just been moving the goalposts to avoid admitting we are in a recession. So the main question we need to focus on is what happens next. Do things get better? Do things get worse? Well, markets do not like uncertainties, and this Sahm trigger just added more. The US election is less than 95 days away, and Kamala Harris is gaining in terms of likelihood of winning in prediction markets, with Trump at 54% and Harris at 44%. So what are prediction markets? Prediction markets are places where people can place bets on the outcome of future events, like elections, sporting games, crypto prices, and pop culture things like what will be the highest grossing movie in 2024. And what's interesting about prediction markets is that research has shown that they tend to be considerably more accurate at predicting future outcomes on average than polls or experts regularly called upon to give public opinions. Polymarket is the largest prediction market in the world right now, and it's a great source for real-time probabilities of how global events will play out. We are living through some strange times with a lot of uncertainties that are wreaking havoc on the markets. Last week, we covered some uncertainties that were causing the crypto markets to dump. Let's revisit some of them and compare them to bets people are placing about potential outcomes in the prediction markets. One of them was whether or not Trump would replace Vance as his VP nominee. According to Polymarket, it's not looking likely, with only a 10% chance that he would be replaced. Who Kamala Harris was going to pick as her VP nominee was another uncertainty. And Polymarket is showing Josh Shapiro, governor of Pennsylvania, has a 71% chance at being chosen, Andy Beshear at 14%, Mark Kelly at 8%, and Tim Walz at 4%. Next, whether or not Trump and Kamala will have a debate before the election poses some uncertainty in the market, and most people on Polymarket believe that there is an 80% chance this will happen, which both parties are still squabbling over. Just the other day, Trump posts about a new debate plan, and Harris pushes back. Thus, the uncertainty ensues. The escalating conflict in the Middle East is another source of uncertainty, and the only potential events people on Polymarket think will happen that would further intensify the situation is an 82% chance that an Iran military response happens by August 12th, a 56% chance that there is Israel military action against Iran in August, and an 81% chance by the end of 2024. And the Federal Reserve's decision on interest rates in their FOMC, or Federal Open Market Committee meeting in September, has had huge impacts on the market. And so far, people are betting there is a 48% chance there is a 50 basis point decrease, also a 48% chance there is a 25 basis point decrease, a 4% chance there is no change in interest rates, and less than 1% of an increase. So basically, there's a 96% chance that the Fed cuts rates next month, which would be bullish for the markets. Cool. As we discussed last week, just a few days after Trump said under his administration the US government would hold all of its current Bitcoin, buy more, and use Bitcoin as a strategic reserve asset, the US moved $2 billion worth of it, which spooked people into thinking the Biden administration intends to sell it and cause the price of Bitcoin to decrease leading up to the election to undermine Trump's plan. And on Polymarket, people are betting there is a 60% chance that the US sells the Bitcoin before the election. Bearish. So there is a bit less uncertainty for us to consider as crypto investors in the short term. Now let's discuss how and why Trump supporting crypto is a double-edged sword for the industry, causing mainstream media to set its sights on crypto, and why this may cause Harris to lean into her silence on the matter instead of taking a pro-crypto stance, or even being outright anti-crypto. First, as crypto investors, make sure you're in complete control and ownership of your digital assets with different hardware wallets to diversify risk. Tangem Wallet is a set of 3 cards that work just like a set of 3 house keys or car keys that function as backups. That only takes about a minute to set up, and they come in a sleek black matte design or our custom limited edition 3 Pillars of Blockchain set. And Ledger offers premium crypto hardware wallet options with some extra security features, like Ledger Stax and their brand new Ledger Flex devices. They are the first of their kind as a new crypto wallet category, which is a secure touchscreen, featuring a full keyboard and keypad, making it super user-friendly. Both overall are really unique physical devices with breakthrough technology that are great additions to our crypto wallet arsenal. Watch a full review of them in this video, and Ledger is offering our community the best discount available on the market that comes with $10 of Bitcoin for free for a limited time. So be sure to scroll down and use links below to redeem all the special offers they have for us. Cool. The Washington Post issued this propaganda opinion piece the other day that other mainstream media outlets may pick up and try to run with leading up to the US election. We're going to read quite a bit of this article together, so bear with me. Republicans suddenly love crypto. Americans should beware. The cryptocurrency lobby is lining up behind Donald Trump. Voters should see nothing good in this. When he was president a few years ago, Donald Trump called it a scam. Nothing much has changed about cryptocurrency since then. In fact, the biggest news has been the spectacular crash of cryptocurrency exchange FTX and the conviction of its founder on fraud charges. Cryptocurrency is a volatile asset with no intrinsic value. It is used almost exclusively to speculate or to engage in shady businesses, such as selling drugs or collecting ransom, for which the anonymous nature of crypto accounts comes in handy. Mr. Trump's pivot attests to a new power emerging in American politics, a class of technological entrepreneurs and venture capitalists uncomfortable with government regulations intended to protect American consumers. The value of the so-called tokens does not rely on the government. This gives them a unique advantage in the eyes of conspiracy theorists and criminals, wary of the state. They are safe from the machinations of obscure technocrats at the Treasury Department or the Federal Reserve. But this means that, unlike dollars, whose value is anchored in the substantial trust that investors around the world have in the full faith and credit of the US government, the US economy, and the Federal Reserve, the value of the tokens relies entirely on what other investors would be willing to pay for them. In this way, they are a bit like digital baseball cards, without the pictures. Untethered to anything real, their price soars and plummets wildly. The crypto lobby now supports MAGA to push back against Biden administration regulators who have been trying to install some guardrails to protect investors. Gary Gensler, the head of the Securities and Exchange Commission, has proposed that crypto assets be considered securities, subject to the same regulatory constraints covering other securities. The SEC has sued some crypto firms, such as Coinbase and Ripple, for failing to follow basic federal consumer protection guidelines. This is hardly unreasonable, because it aims to offer investors in Bitcoin and other tokens similar protections to those that cover other financial products. But the crypto lobby is up in arms. And it has not only convinced Mr. Trump that Mr. Gensler should be fired, it has also convinced some Republicans to support plowing the federal government's own resources into this volatile asset class. And they mentioned Loomis's Bitcoin bill we discussed last week. There is a precedent for a Loomis-like experiment. The government of Nayib Bukele in El Salvador invested more than $100 million of its scant reserves in Bitcoin a few years ago and made it legal tender in the country. Soon after, the International Monetary Fund warned the country about the large risks associated with the use of Bitcoin on financial stability, financial integrity, and consumer protection. Mr. Trump's old crypto skepticism was correct, and still is. Americans should see nothing appealing about Republicans' shift to please a new interest group seeking to sell a risky product without limitation, and indeed their plan to use taxpayer money to help these wealthy investors. Okay, so basically we may start seeing the mainstream media turn against crypto and start a smear campaign because Trump supports it. And with how insanely tribalistic people tend to be in politics, a lot of Democrats will cling on to the false narratives about crypto and start hating it for literally no reason except Trump is pro-crypto. It's already happening. Check out some of the comments on the article. Yeah, nothing to see here, just one more scam he pushes at his undereducated MAGA minions. Not surprising that the GQP would embrace yet another scam. Crypto is a scam. Crypto exchanges are like casinos. America is starving for newer, more modern infrastructure. Spending $63 billion of taxpayer money for worthless intangibles is utterly foolish. It will only make the wealthy gamblers who own this crap richer while doing nothing for our money. Crypto is the ivermectin of money, not a currency you want to base a healthy economy. What a total con job this Trump has always been, preying on our country, convincing poor fools that he is one of them. For once, Donald Trump was right about something. But of course, he let himself be bought off because he doesn't have any actual convictions. Well, he has convictions, but no beliefs. Cryptocurrency is a gigantic Ponzi scheme. It represents nothing of any actual value in the real world. It's a gigantic play for the bigger fool. Money laundering, ransomware payoffs, and assorted crimes by anonymous thieves are the only intrinsic value these phony currencies. Criminals will make some money, and lives will be ruined at the same time. A country that allows competition for its currency is allowing the worst of the profiteers free reign. Hope and pray your family isn't one ruined by this despicable industry. It just seems logical that a man whose life is built around a house of cards would embrace a currency built on the same thing. All of it, his political life and cryptocurrency, is a huge marketing ploy based on smoke and mirrors. If you fall for either, you're a sucker. We should all beware of anything Republicans love. They've gone completely nutty with greed and a neurotic lust for power and control, and they've hitched their wagon to the Trump-Vance golf cart with a dead battery. Crypto is creepy, like these silicon billionaires who probably identify with the orange fraud, who is more than happy to play them for real dollars. So yeah, I think we get the idea. This could be crypto's next battle. It's a battle we've waged before, so nothing new. It just seems like if this narrative gets propagated throughout mainstream media, they will brand crypto as Republican, and we lose half of the country's support from tribalistic BS that has nothing to do with the industry at all. Pro-crypto is pro-freedom and pro-America, and we will break down why it's pro-freedom and pro-America together in another video we can share and spread awareness to combat misinformation. As for Harris, will she remain silent and let the mainstream media do her bidding on the crypto front? Will she lean into the anti-crypto narrative? Will she go pro-crypto? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Awesome. If you would like to watch a step-by-step guide on setting up Tangem Wallet and how it works, check out this video. If you would like to watch a full review of Ledger Stax and Flex devices to see them in action, check out this video. And to get the best discount on the market, Ledger is offering our community for the Stax and Flex that comes with $10 of free Bitcoin. Click on the link on the screen. Like and subscribe for more. Be safe out there.